Hello and welcome. And really, I'm not alone today. I do have Tim here. He's just trying to adjust the shades to see if we can make the lighting any different. But it is so cold here in Minnesota, but it is really bright and sunny. It
cold
looks
and clear.
Like it should be lovely outside, but we're glad to be in toasty warm. We must say, so welcome everyone. So glad to have you here. And yes, we'll come back and answer comments afterwards. So we're going to do a really fun card today. Did you bring your papers? Who's going to craft along with us? You only need two pieces of Designer Series paper to make this card. So do you want to see what we're going to make? I'll show you first.
3.
Oh, you'll have to find what you're doing the missing part. But of course, I'm going to make a whole bunch. But is this adorable? This is a Kimono card. And we're going to show it done for different occasions, including a fun little get well bathrobe card. So you can...
Kimono.
Kimono. What did I just say?
Kimono.
Okay, kimono. Okay. That's okay. I stand corrected. You can easily correct me. But I think these are just so fun. And you just need one little strip here. And then this is just one paper. So that will be fun. Thanks, you guys that share. That is just the best thing. A couple of quick things. You know that the mini embossing machine is on sale this month. I just wanted to show it. Some people call this the baby boss. And then the big one, the big boss. So if you have any questions about this, a cute little size, and
it gets rave reviews.
I do use it, but I'm not, it's not kind of what I'm highlighting today, but I like to start with our giveaway because that's always kind of fun. So the winner of last week's card, stamp set, this is what I do. We have 2 different giveaways in a week. We also have one over in the Back Porch Stampers. We do a drawing, and that's for some accessory or something fun that you get for just participating in our weekly challenge. And then we do a giveaway for retired stamp set. This is what I do with my retired stamp sets. So just get involved. We just love it. This is going to Helen Peck. So Helen, you will just message me your address and I will pop that in the mail to you. And for this time, it's a hostess set from, I don't know what year, if someone else might know here, because it's quite a while ago, but I love this set. It's called Just Because. And I wanted to point something out. My most used stamp on here is this one. And you'll notice it comes on a stamp set and it said Happy Mother's Day. I'm going to show you this. So let's see. Here's our Happy Mother's Day, and it's one stamp. I actually cut my stamp apart. I cut the words off of all these. These all have a stamp right on the word. So who else does that to their stamp sets? Because I want to use them separately. I don't make all that many. I would make a Mother's Day card like for 1 year, but I wouldn't use the same stamp again the next year. But I would use the stamp for other things like birthdays, thinking of you. So, when it's your stamp set, you can do whatever you want to make it work.
Yes, but don't do it to other people's.
Yes. And then, we have some great sentences. I thought this was going to be an impossible host code. Where's the host code? I think it's right here.
Okay.
This looked totally impossible to make. And, for those of you who wonder, the host code is just, if you place an order through me and your order is less than $150, you use this. Because then I get the host benefits, and that's what I use to pay for all the card kits that I send out as my thank you orders. If you forget, no big deal. And if your order is more than that, you don't want to use it because you get the host benefits. By the way, did we say that we're Karen and Tim from Stamping on the Back Porch? Okay, just in case you're wondering where this would go and where one would go to use this. I thought we'd have no sentences, and we have some great ones.
I'm Tim.
But I have to say, I'm Karen.
I'm Stamping on the Back Porch. Let's make this official.
Okay. And if you ever, I see Amzette is saying she didn't get embellishments that she won. You know what? Shoot me an email. You guys know I get highly distracted. And sometimes if somebody sends me their address like 2 weeks later, it's still good, but I might not remember what it's for. So, you can bug me anytime. I think we have a stamp that says that. So you're not bugging me. You're just reminding me.
Seriously? You can bug me anytime?
And even if I have your email address, your mailing address, if you are a customer of mine, I don't want to have to go look it up. So that's why I always say when you win something, you need to send it to me so I can copy it and send it. Making my life easy. So this first one comes from Ginger. I think it's Favre. She was telling me, because I did it wrong. It looks like Favorette. No. And she said it's French. And I said, you'd never believe I took French in high school for 2 years.
No, you wouldn't.
I don't believe it. And I think she sent me a correction, but I couldn't find the correction. So I changed the last word. So it had a G. But please, if you're on here, tell me what the last word is supposed to be. So anyway, okay, ready? Jenny needs jokes. Yes. 9 simple, zany gags I put instead of anything with another. But I thought this is just really, really fun. Just some fun, silly sentences. We have Sean Smith. Just not joining your silly, zagging girls.
9 zagging.
9 silly, zagging girls. Am I reading them wrong too?
Well, you just dropped the 9.
Oh my goodness. It's not my day. Cindy Howard. Just now, Joy yelled, 9 sweaters zipped greatly. Okay, I thought that was hilarious because I can see, going through your winter closet from last year and you're just really thrilled of the zippers work. And I remember when I was young learning to replace zippers because I made all of my own clothes. I bet some of you did too. I actually, as an aside, I posted a funny thing from my high school newspaper about 1 year after I graduated. So it was 1969. The headlines of our paper was, girls now allowed to wear slacks to school. Not jeans, of course, but that was huge news back in 69. I was tall and skinny. It was called beanpole for many years. I always had to make my own. So yeah, I learned to do all that, but you wouldn't know that now either. But
she is taller than me.
I totally relate to being excited. So I just thought there was a great picture with that story about the sweaters zipping. Then we have Carolyn Ketchmark. Just not jewels. Just not jewels, yet 9 snazzy, zany gems. That totally fits what we do with our crafting. That's perfect.
Jewels and gems. That's good.
Jewels and gems. Yes. And then we have Bernice Cross. Julie never just yells, 9 sleepy zebra grins. So I thought those were just hilarious. We just love it. It's just like a little bit of fun. Somebody said, what do you do that for? It's just a little bit of fun. I just remember that learning all the planets by the
alphabet.
Well,
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Yeah, you do that with Morse code in the service. And I remember, who else remember that? Like something about my very excellent mom served us 9 pizzas. See, I kind of still remember that. And it's all the planets in a row. So it's a takeoff on that. It's just always kind of fun. Oh, some of you were never allowed to wear slacks in school. So I want to know if it's about the same year. So it was in 1969 that my high school started allowing slacks wearing. So those of you who were in school around that time, tell us what happened to that. And then my last announcement is next weekend is our watercolor class. And look at these are just some of we're doing a dozen different techniques with watercolor. It's just good watercolor pencils. And you don't have to have Stampin' Up! Watercolors, anything watercolor pencils.
It's my favorite. I love watercolor.
The group is now open. Holly is admitting people in today so that you can see the supply list. But I want you to not stress if you don't have all the supplies. When we do things like a class like this, it's meant to be a reference point. You can always go back and see ideas again, do things again. So as always, it's use what you have. It's all fun and we get to share together. So Jean, you graduated in 1970 and no slacks. Oh, well, then I would have to say, I think the town I lived in was progressive. We had 3,000 people in our town. How big was your town? Because that can be another comparison thing. I just think that's pretty hilarious. And then my last comment, one of the reasons I decided to do kimono cards, I don't think I'll ever say that wrong again, so I'm glad I didn't realize I did, was that this month, I do card kits every month for anyone who places, very Asian inspired. And it just made me think this is a perfect time to do it because, these papers won't be in the new catalog, but then also show it with other papers because it doesn't need to be that. But that's where the idea came from. So a bunch of you are talking about, I think a bunch of us are similar in age. So that's kind of telling. Now, some of you come on and say, I'm way too young. I can't even believe you guys never could wear slacks. That's good too. Because we want to have some of you too. So, but it's interesting when you look back and, I remember, my mom never wore pants. What would I do without jeans? I live in jeans. I would hate wearing dresses. I'm so glad that changed. What am I saying? Am I wearing?
No, just sounded funny. My mom never wore pants.
No, but I remember how freeing it was when, Oh, and when they finally started making jeans. Well, I actually wore men's jeans. So here's another fun fact. Did you do a story today?
Yes. Let's do it.
We're kind of the same height. And actually, I'm taller than Tim now because he's shrinking faster than I am. I haven't caught up in the department. But when we were married, so we're the same height. You have to see this. And I remember a friend walking behind us one day and just cracking up. Because here's the reality. I wore
30
guys'
30.
pants 30, 34 because they didn't have they didn't have the tall women's things, So I wear 30, 34 and Tim wore 30, 30. Okay, that's the difference. So we were both super skinny.
Skinny.
But
Yeah.
crotches like that and our heads the same. So anyway,
My torso is.
we should have taken a picture about
sit
that.
up.
Okay, sit up. Okay, yes.
See?
Yeah, you have a much taller torso than I do. So I have long legs. So isn't that hilarious?
When we're in wheelchairs in the nursing home, people will never know
They'll
that
never know the difference.
Karen is taller.
And I do remember I walked to school, and I do remember when my parents would make me wear pants under my dress, and you get to school and you quit, take them off because you're so embarrassed if anyone saw them, or if they weren't home, I wouldn't wear them. But anyway, isn't it fun when you just, the double knit pantsuits. Oh my goodness. Remember those? The men too. Remember, it is hilarious.
Are you talking about those polyester things?
Yes, the polyester double knit.
They
Just
sure,
how bad they
sure
were.
wore well.
But then I know somebody mentioned, some of the fashion today that's all torn and low hung and all that they're not so great either. So they'll be laughing about that, hopefully, in the future. So anyway, Robin, you were 28 by 29s. Oh my goodness. you were tiny, petite. Leisure suits. Yes. Oh, leisure suits. Oh my goodness. Christine used to borrow her brother's jeans back then. Oh, isn't that funny? Because we didn't have them. And I thought, and I know some of my friends that would work on a farm, they'd go put jeans on. So, but anyway, it is all pretty funny.
Sister Mary Burks was short enough to wear like the elementary brothers. Oh, getting a call.
Yeah. Okay. What did I just do? I declined that. Now what did I do? Oh, I declined the call. Did it show up? Did it show up on you guys? I hope not.
We got closer.
Now what do we do? Oh, now what do we do?
Are people still watching us?
Okay, let's see if I put it down.
Just go down.
Okay, let's go down and hopefully this thing can go closer. Oh, it's
Okay.
time to move. Okay, I should have just let that go. Okay, so let us make our card. Oh, Pat said she had to wear skirts to teach in the early 70s. Now, I'm thinking even if students could do that, I bet there were different standards. That's interesting to go back and look at the different dress codes. Okay, so all you're going to need today, we're going to start with this one. And actually, before I make this one, let's look at a couple things here. I'm going to show a couple of ideas. So see how the belly band just slides off. It opens like this. And look, this has a gift card in it. So how cool is that? So that's one idea, what you put in them. And here, we'll do another one right here. This isn't the same paper, but it kind of has that same kind of look. This is that expressions in ink, which I'm going to totally miss. Do you say you just put paper in here to write, or you could write on the back. I'm going to let Tim put those together when he comes back. I'm back to the Asian paper. Okay, I love this idea. This has a bookmark in it, and we pull it out, and it says relax. And I thought, that fit, put on comfortable clothes, sit with a book and relax. So it's just perfect to fit in a little bookmark. And so kind of, you can use them for all kinds of different things.
Your tax man called.
Oh, I know. I see that. And he's persistent. He called both phone numbers. So have to get back to him. Okay. So we have our paper. Now, I usually say I don't talk about directional paper when I just put up what to do.
We're just going to do it this way.
So usually when you're coming to a class like this, if you have paper that you don't care about so much, this is for your pattern. And if you have something non-directional, it's just better. Because if it's directional, you just want it this way. So it's totally fine. So this piece is 8.5 by 5.5. And the thing I wanted to say about that bookmark card, Yeah, I love, someone was saying they made bookmark cards for their book club. I thought we love giving books as gifts or gift cards for bookstores, because just, and, I think the grandkids are where we take them as half price books. So I just kind of love this whole idea because it's like settling in. Wouldn't it also be great if you were giving a gift card for a spa treatment or something? I mean, I can think of, or as a card, if you're giving anything to do with personal care items, any gels, hand creams, all that, because it's kind of like that spa kind of thing. So I just think that's fun. In fact, our 8-year-old granddaughter, when she turned 8, they had a little spa party for her birthday, and they just did it themselves. They had a teenage friend come over and kind of do things, but they did their nails, and they all had little robes that were just kind of these little inexpensive things. And I thought, wouldn't this be a great party favor of her? Something like that.
So much of your 8-year-old party.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't have birthday parties when I was young, but I can just see so many reasons to have this as kind of a theme. So back to making this. If you got your paper, and I am going to score this at 2 1/8.
Score, not cut.
Not cut. And I can turn it around and do 2 1/8. But if you're ever off just a little bit, it won't just fit. I'm going to make a gatefold. So what I love about using designer series paper, we really can just fold it like this to meet in the middle.
Ooh.
And we just don't have to worry about it. And we'll fold it. So how cool is that? So we each have our folder. Okay.
Yes.
And then I'm going to tuck this into my cutter. So that last measurement was 2 1/8, and this will all be on my blog with the measurements. Now this time I'm going to put this in at 2 inches. In fact, I'll put it in the show notes here too. Maybe that would be helpful. This is at 2 inches, and I'm going to go in. This time I'm going to cut, but I'm just going to cut 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so I'm just going to find, and I like to put it down and do this instead of pulling it in this way in case I go too far. And I need to do the other side, so I'm just going to flip this over, and I'm going to do the very same thing.
2 inches.
Pick that up. That's at 2 inches, and then this is. Do you remember what this one is?
3/4.
Ooh, you're good.
I pay attention.
Look at that.
I know there's always going to be a quiz later.
Okay, and then. I have 2 more to make, so we'll each make one at the same time. We'll do that. Now look how cool this is, because we're just going to fold this in.
Ooh.
And there is nothing about this that needs to be exact. I'm going to fold in both sides. And you can fold it the other way. I don't go back and forth a ton just because I don't want it to break. Designer series paper is just thinner, but look at this. We're just going to pop this in.
Ooh.
Is that just cool? So these make great masculine cards too. If you did this in a plaid or something, I think it would make a nice, just kind of a robe card. So I thought, but how cool is that?
Simple.
And then the only other thing we're going to do, and I'm just going to guess at a spot. I'm just going to turn over that, and then I'm just going to come to about the same place. And my collars are never even. Tim is always fixing my collars when I collars on things. So see, I'm not going to stress over that.
Are kimonos just for women?
No. This, I think probably the traditional ones are, but I don't know. Someone else might know. But you think of spas and robes. Yeah. I mean, this could very much be a masculine card now. I mean, now we all do everything. So I just think that is a very cool.
Right here.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going to use the same paper, and I'm just going to flip it over and wrap it around. And that is it. So just put a couple of
glue dots
on there. Okay, so who has one made? And do you see how fast this was? We're going to do another Asian inspired card next week. So I said, so I'm kind of on this kick since we're doing that this week.
Before you close it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I already did.
Oh, okay. Is that upside down or right side? Is that?
This doesn't matter because it's just kind of free flowing, and you see it matches the inside. That's why I'm using the same paper. Otherwise, you could use something else, especially if it's a solid. And then here, I just added a little ribbon, which will slide right off with it. So you're not untying the ribbon. Mm-hmm. But I thought, how cool is that? So let's look at, so here is the same paper, but just a different style. And this. So all 3 of these are from the same paper pack. So you could do, like if you're doing a party, you could pick a paper pack and then kind of just do them all kind of related and similar. And I think that's really fun. Symbols of fortune. Thank you. Thank you. for saying that. I need to say the symbols of fortune. And I just think this is such, and I even put kind of an Asian gift card in there.
No,
It is
that was the answer to what question? Symbols of fortune.
of the paper, of which
Oh,
paper we're using here.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the first round. And then I did one out of this one, which is I wrote this down. So I wrote down the name of this one, Elegant Simplicity or something like that. But I lost my track. And Tim, do you know what we didn't do?
What?
We didn't open our mail. We're going to do that at
Oh,
the end today.
no.
You got to stick with us for that.
No, we do have mail.
Okay. We have two of us and can't remember our agenda. We're just so glad to be back home. I think it's just hard to get back in the rhythm of life back here. Aren't these just adorable? I think these are so cute. And then I'm going to show you the other two, and we'll each make one of these. So I think this is just gorgeous with the tulip paper.
Mixing cultures.
And this is, and then see, this is just more of like a bathrobe idea, and I added the slippers.
Oh.
So now, so I think this could be, so I did this as a get well card. So if you take this off, isn't that fun?
Ooh.
Sending healing thoughts your way. But again, it could be a spa thing. You could do these, like those robes, but I just thought that was kind of fun. I was going to do bunny slippers. Someone else might want to do that, but I ran out of time. I thought I could put ears on and make this a fun little bunny slipper, like another cozy night. So that would really, our brain's still on vacation, Georgette. I think you're right. That's right. Okay. Okay. So I Rita Rondo saying, you guys are so giddy. Story time. I don't know. Sundays, I think we just get a little sidetracked. But which one would you like to make?
This one.
And I'll actually score them, and you just fold them and do that, because we'll just to speed it along. This paper is the pattern paper, which is that huge pack of paper. It's in the hostess section in the new catalog, which does end the end of April. Just tons and tons of great paper. Okay, so you just can give me the directions on this
directional?
part. Nope.
Okay.
It really doesn't need to be. So do you remember what I score it at?
2 inches in.
2 1/8.
2 1/8. Okay.
Okay. So this is the scored.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to fold that and then fold the other part in. I'm going to put these away. We're going to do these together one at a time, and then I will do 2 1/8 on mine. And there's plenty of time for you guys to do yours along with us. And then you guys know that over in the Back Porch Stampers after this, the weekly challenge goes up, and that's what it is this week. Did I not score that hard enough? I had to do it again. And you're going to put in your cards, and that's another thing that we do drawing for, because I'm showing you this many cards, and it's just so fun to see all the other cards that people put in. Okay, so we have our gatefolds done. And now what did we put this in?
2 inches.
Yeah, the small daisy punch for bunny ears. Nancy, I think that's a great idea. That's what I was going to use. I was going to look at my punches, because I figure a punch would be a perfect little thing to stick bunny ears in. Oh, so do it and then post a card. We'd love to see it. I just think that sounds so
2
fun.
inches? I was right.
Yep, 2 inches. And then how far in?
I don't remember.
3/4. Okay. And then we'll flip it. And I will say, when I do this, when I'm doing this myself, I do it standing up, so it's easier to tell. So if I'm a little off, just know it's it's a little hard to do. So now you're going to fold in the ends. And I'm going to do the same thing here. This is also showing, if you're going to make a whole bunch of these, you could do like each step like this, and then just go on and make a bunch more. Whoops, that went too far. And flip it over. And I love flipping things over instead of coming down here and trying to do anything else. So less I have to remember, the better. And then we're all done with the cutter. Whoops. Oh, I just messed mine up. I didn't get a clean cut there. That's okay. I will see if it's salvageable or not. That is awesome. That is perfect.
It doesn't look right. Oh, it's got to go down further.
Okay, so we're just sticking these in, and then it's the top part that stays flat. So it is like origami, but we did slits. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, no, that's not right.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be doing the bottom. I'm doing the top.
Oh, you're gonna have a different look on yours. You're gonna have a really
Okay.
tall top.
Okay, well,
Okay,
we
but
do
you can
do
change
the
it.
correct way.
Okay, yeah, you
Which
can
way?
just change it.
Which way is
Oh, do you
correct?
guys realize we're both messing up? Okay,
Which way is
you're just
correct?
doing it this way.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I was doing.
But you know, sometimes if you mess things up, you might come up with a whole other design of what that could end up being.
Okay, that is what it was.
And you know, they say you learn from your mistakes as much as anything. Okay, how perfect is that? And we have our great little card there. And I think mine will be okay. I can always put a little
Okay.
doodad, a gem, a zany
Okay,
gem.
but now you fold them in.
Now you're just gonna tuck them in. Now, how cool is that?
Alright.
And then you're just gonna fold a little for the collar, however you want your collar to be.
Mm.
This is another card that I did many, many years ago. So it is just so fun to have them back. And then we each just have our own little robe. But then I want to show you how I made the slippers. And again, a circle punch would work. Let's bring this out. You could use some kind of a circle punch, but I used this. So I thought this was the right size. This would be too, but it was a little too big.
Mhm.
So that's where I think punches are always just
These
kind
are
of
my
fun to
shoes.
have. Yep, they're going to be the slippers. So I'm just going to punch 2 of those. And I wonder, I don't know if those would be a little too, let's see if we did this in another color. So see, now I'm just on a roll thinking. If we made these ears, it seems like we could do a bear or something else, like another animal out of that. So there's just another idea. But okay, we'll just do the slippers for now. But how cool is that? So those are just the ideas. Ideas for that we're going to put up. Okay, Tim.
Am I supposed to glue these on?
Georgianne said she wishes there were more couples that enjoy each other this much after we do. Well, you know, laughter is
It's good medicine.
is good medicine for all of us, and we all need more of that in our life.
Can I-
Okay, and you want
Dots.
glue dots? Here, I'll put these on there a
Yes,
little.
good idea.
They're a little. Okay, and then you put that on. And see, he's putting his slippers on in a totally different way than I am.
Oh,
it's totally fine.
well,
You know, Tim, you don't have to do what the teacher says. You never did when you were
I never
young.
did,
I
no.
don't know why you would start now.
I'm glad that I graduated.
So it is all good. Oh, Minnie Mouse. Oh, Nancy, Minnie Mouse slippers. Do these in black and put those on. Okay, I am loving that idea. Do you see that, Tim? These could be
Yes.
Minnie Mouse. Okay, I love that. And just do them in black and add a face. Oh, that is the best idea yet. So see, this is one of the reasons why I don't want to put back on my face, because I'm just huge and I don't know how to change that. But
No, that's true.
this, this is just so funny. Look at that. This is just so funny what we did.
Now,
But-
have they told you that we're large on their end too?
Are we large on your end?
It could be just us,
Okay.
because we're talking large. We're talking.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Oh, Pat says the upside down slipper could also be a pocket. Oh, I love that idea. It's good. We can add a
I knew I
pocket
was-
into the robe.
I knew I
Oh,
was onto
he
something.
knew he was onto some good idea. And so I just wanted to say that one of the reasons I love making a bunch of one style cards like this is because ideas build on ideas. It's the same thing the back porch stampers when we all share, but going from the idea of sharing the slippers and thinking about a bunny, and then Pat saying, oh, Mickey Mouse slippers. It's like how ideas just generate. And I just
hope
think
you
that's
don't
so
mind,
fun about what
but
we do.
the belt has become legs now. Where is
Okay,
it?
and then Tim. Oh, I love it. Okay, we got it.
Okay,
we got
there.
it. Okay, and then we can put a slit up the back, and it could be a hospital gown.
Yes.
That's okay. Okay, guys, we can take this idea and have so much fun with it. So you can do both really the elegant cards like we started with, or really funny cards for people to get. Well, I love that idea too of a slit up the back. Okay, I got to put it back down to show cards because this is a little ridiculous. Tim made pajamas. Yes. I don't know. I'm not going to. If I hit decline again, maybe it would bring us back to. Maybe it's like Alice in
Maybe.
Wonderland. Maybe it'd bring us back to the right. Because I don't want it to keep ringing. Oh, we have to turn the ringer off next time. We have to remember this. Okay. I didn't used to give out. Oh no, that's your cell phone. We have to remember to put it on on silent.
Everyone. Oh,
Usually you don't get that many calls. When
everyone
we're live.
has my cell phone.
Yes. The world. Okay, now we have to share some cards. That is so fun. I'll go back. Oh, Glenda says that big view gives a better view of the cards on the mantle. Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's true. See, there would be some.
If we just get our heads out of the way.
Yeah, that's true. We can just do. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's try that here. If we did that, oh, look at our pretty cards.
Nice.
Okay, I love it. Okay, okay. Oh, can you guys believe it? Karen Bavard, and none of them are my mom. It's usually my mom calling at this time. Okay, and she is from where? Karen, I know, but where is you? Read that. Oh, and how cute is this? This is a card we did recently where the sides are down and the middle part flips up. And look at St. Patty's Day. Luck of the Irish. Oh, that's awesome. I thought about doing a bunch of green cards in honor of that, but I just couldn't. Oh, but we got some St. Patty's Day card. We'd love to see some of these too over in the Backport Stampers. Vesta Strebe, and this is for my mom, which is so cool. Vesta has been thinking of my mom at each holiday, I think, and sending her something. So she has a Valentine's card from her on her dresser, and now she'll have a St. Patty's Day card. And look at those are those hearts that we did the one week. She shipped 3 of them. That is beautiful, and she will love that. What an awesome idea.
It's for your mother?
And what I'm saying, while I'm talking about that, let me just remind people, a bunch of you are doing the 40 cards in Lent, and I just think it is so fun. I have no idea how many cards we represent together, but I just love that. And tying right into that, I'm loving this idea of thinking about like some of the same people that you think of now for the 40 cards in Lent. Think of them again at another holiday. And I thought there was an article in our newspaper recently about a woman with a card ministry. And what was really awesome about it, she said that she would remember people for a whole year. So like if somebody lost a spouse, she would send them a card every month.
That's a good idea.
For a whole year.
Because we usually forget about it.
Because it's like a one and done.
Yeah.
And that has touched me so much, kind of. And it's kind of like if, you know, people in assisted living or, you know, especially older people in general or shut-ins, the idea of thinking them on every holiday, I just thought it was really cool.
Maggie Hicks.
Okay, Maggie Hicks from Minnesota. And how cool is that? Oh, and a fun. Love the butterfly die and on bright, colorful paper, all those butterflies. What was the size of the paper we used today? 8.5 by 5.5, which is very cool. Oh, and Barb used that same origami heart for the shamrock on her St. Patty's Day cards. I think it's so fun when people send cards. I just never did holiday cards before. This is Patty Cook, who we met with in Arizona, and she is on my team. And I thought, how fun. It was so, so fun. It's the second time I'd met her. And I thought, oh, isn't this fun? She's got her background and then 3 popped up. Gorgeous card. Love that. And then we have Christy Timmons. Oh, and she's from Illinois and really close to where we were at our granddaughter. So, you know, we'll have to get together at some point when summer comes. And I just love you guys. It's so fun to see a lot of the patterns and designs that we've done, but just a great use of all your scrap cards. And it looks like a quilt. So it looks like a great quilt card. Oh, I love Rebecca's story. She said that she sent one of the cards she sent out of her 40 was sent to a childhood friend she hadn't seen in years. And now they're meeting for a visit on Saturday. Huh. How cool is that? It's like, what a fun way to reignite an old relationship. Fun. Margaret Springer from Michigan. Oh, another St. Patty's Day. I just love it. Oh, how cute is that? Oh, that is so fun. Love it. And here the card is just cut off and another put right over it. Do you see how the greens kind of line up together?
Do people know that I'm a different person on St. Patty's Day?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm Timothy Otitis.
He's always did that in all of his years of Starbucks. And he'd wear a green cap and he'd put a new name tag on and be Timothy Otitis. And that is from something else. And this is from, Marty Lee. Oh, how fun. Oh, I thank you for a stamp set that she won. Must be, but I thought, but how pretty. This was the Calming Camellia, which was the free set in celebration if you had a $300 order. Is that cool? And look how simply, it's just a monochromatic done, one and done.
And I love how that is I don't know what you call it, muted,
Mhm.
and that just kind of jumps out at you.
Sharon, I'm going to put show notes of the measurements right after this. So you'll see them right there, and they'll be on my blog post too, but I'll put them right up here afterwards. So, because we're almost done here, and I thought that'd be easier than going over them again. Oh, Best of Stream, this is one to us. So she's the one who did to my mom and then to us. And look at, these are, oh, that is so fun. And look at these. I think these are a little bit smaller. I don't know if they are not, but look at whole different greens. So let's see if we see here. Okay. Oh, look at this.
Much so.
So I just love pointing that out, how you can take an idea, change the size of your paper. And notice how this paper, see, it's the same paper. And is that the backside?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
I don't know.
Very cool. And then we have Jackie Poluzny. I'm sure I'm doing your name wrong, but I think that is just so fun. I just love this card with the kites. Look at that. Happy birthday and the kites. That is just really cool. Oh, and I like how she decorated the inside too. Another year, and then the kite up there. And the last one, Denise Brookings from Ohio. Oh, and a pocket card. And how cute. Oh, how fun is this? Oh, I love that. Inspire. That'd be a fun note to just put on something. Look how cute that is with the butterflies. That is so, so fun. I'll read that afterwards. But I thought we love getting cards from you guys. We love that you spent this time with us. Let us know anything you need. And we're around and we'll back up.
Have we heard if we're like huge?
Yeah, they said we're huge. So that's fine. So we better go.
Get over here. Get your hand.
Oh, can I just read? I got to read Kathleen's note. She says, it doesn't matter how old you are when you lose a spouse. I agree with that. I received a card every month from a friend that was 23 years ago, and I send a card each month for someone that loses a spouse or a child. I love that.
Very cool.
I just think that is another part of ministry that just so touched my heart, because anytime you go through a tragedy, those early times, it's like people show up and it's kind of, I'm sure it's a blur, and you go through all these waves of grief, and to just know as you're journeying through all that people are still thinking of you and send a card. It's just pretty wonderful.
Put your head against mine.
Okay.
There we go.
Thanks, everyone.
Goodbye.
Coming to extra large. Have a wonderful weekend.